Good evening and over to you, Daman Bhai.
Good evening, everyone. It's a Chai Pe Charcha, almost 6:30 completed. So we have. I'm on behalf of study group for acquaintance and fellowship (SGF). I proudly welcome our RCM CA Vishal Doshi, our guest speaker, and moderator CA Manna Dodia, with our CA Alpa Kuvaria, Bhumika Shah, Kitendra Vora, Archana Madam, and all my participants. Today we have 12th Chai Pe Charcha episode. I rather say episode it is, because we are focusing our improvement of our study, lectures, and by getting knowledge. So the today's speaker will take our "Are you stuck up with finalizing the books and closing of accounts and statutory audits?" So this is first I'll give you the brief of our this SGF study group. See, we are small group, and we are proud that, madam, we can you can see that ki RCM member going to guide us and see teach us, and we can have knowledge experience sharing. So it's our proud moment. So we have started in 2018 SGF group, and with about 40 members, small group, and it was one of the founder madam member is CA Vanna madam, right? So it is day by day is grown up, and then till the lockdown corona 2020 March, we had physical meetings. Thereafter it was stopped, and about year were passed. Then we have decided to have some informal meeting, but with Zoom direction, means online web based. So it is going on very purely and perfectly. This is since last June 2021. So having brief, ask that Bhumika Shah to formally introduce our today's speaker Vishal Bhai, and also thereafter I'll ask Alpa Kuvadia to introduce Apna Vanda Madam. Right? Over to Bhumika Shah.
Thank you, Daman. Good evening, everyone. Hope you all are doing well. Myself, CA Bhumika Shah, presently working in Deloitte as a manager in Direct Tax Profile. It's the time of the year when the books are finalized and evaluation of the financial statements and records of the clients to be done by the auditors. Many times we are stuck on what are the important points to be taken care of, the checks and balances to be done. So here we have subject matter expert, today's speaker on the topic financial statement and auditor's perspective, CA Vishal Doshi. Let me give a brief introduction about him. CA Vishal Doshi is a regional council member from Baroda. He is practicing as a partner in KC Mehta and Company Chartered Accountants, Baroda. He is a member of various ICAI committees and also WIRC member for the term 2019 and 22. He was vice chairman in WIRC of ICAI for the year 2021. He specializes into statutory audit, tax audit, internal control, budgetary control, and due diligence. Name any topic related to financial statement and audit, be it Ind AS, IFRS, standards on audit, company audits. He has given presentations on all these topics at various seminars, workshops, certification courses at ICAI and academic institutions. He has also been a visiting faculty to postgraduate course at MS University, Baroda. He is actively associated with WIRC and ICAI in various committees. Notable credits apart from academics and active association with ICAI is that he is awarded Rashtrapati Scout Award by Shri K.R. Narayan, or Honorable President of India. Appointed expert member on the Board of Studies in Accounting and Financial Management by the Maharaja Sayajirao University of Baroda. Friends, this is an apt opportunity to sharpen our knowledge and understand how to review the financial statements from an auditor's perspective. Please join me in welcoming the speaker for the day and subject matter expert, CA Vishal Doshi. Over to you, sir.
Alpa, you have to unmute yourself.
Request Alpa madam to introduce Vanna madam.
Right. Good evening, friends. I have the pleasant task of introducing our very own Vanna ma'am. She qualified as a chartered accountant in the year 1998. In addition to also being a commerce graduate and an LLB from KC College, her post-qualification accolades include post-qualification certificate course on forensic and fraud detection, post-qualification diploma course in information systems audit, besides also clearing an online test organized by the Independent Director Data Bank in April 21. Having an all-round working experience of 34 years in accounts, audit, direct and indirect taxation, she specializes in Tally implementation, training, and customization. She has been serving the profession as co-opted and subgroup members of various committees of WRC, like Women Empowerment, GMCS, Cooperative Society, Research and Publication, etc. Presently, she is a subgroup member of Digital Accounting and Assurance Committee of WRC for the year 21-22. As a member of Management Accounting Committee of WRC last year, she actively coordinated for the publication of e-book Virtual CFO Services. She is committee member of Coaching Class Committee of GST Practitioners Association of Maharashtra for the year 21-22. Being an advisory group member of Borivali CP Study Circle of WRC, where she served as a convener from the year 2000 to 2005, she also started the Borivali CA Women's Wing with the support of Borivali CP Study Circle. She was instrumental in forming the study group of acquaintances and fellowship along with other members, where recently she started program Chai Pe Charcha to discuss with faculty in question answer format on various professional interest topics. She's a life member of All India Federation of Tax Practitioners, PCAS, CTC, GST Practitioners Association of Maharashtra, JCF, and Malad Chamber of Tax Consultants. Having addressed more than 150 study circles and WRC workshops and various trade organizations on use of Tally software as audit tool, statutory implementation of GST, TDS features in Tally, she also actively coordinated various seminars and lecture meetings organized by WRC, as well as organized and participated in the CA Foundation Day celebrations in the indoor and the outdoor sports competition. Her motivational life journey has been published in the book Swings, Stories for Women CA Inspiring the New Generation, published on Women International Day in the year 2020 and by ejobocean.com in June 2020, and recently by thefinancestory.com on 15th of July 2021. Having invited by Soapbox Talks to speak on success works versus happiness and She, a Role Model, by the Forum for Indian Professionals, her interview was also featured in InsightSuccess.in under Women Entrepreneur 2020 section. We all know Vanna ma'am has been a passionate singer. She has founded International Fellowship of Rotarian Musician chapter, and she is a treasurer for the year 2021-22. Presently, she is a vice president for the year 21-22 for Rotary Club of Borivali also. So with this very brief introduction and a very motivational introduction, I hand over to Vanna ma'am and request her to start with the session.
Thank you, Alpa. Indeed, it was a very nice introduction. And Vishal sir will say, कि हम कहाँ चल रहे हैं? And from bottom of my heart, I want to thank you, Vishal sir. In such a short notice, he has agreed, because to transgress the education is the best thing what we can do in the today's world. Because we are torch bearers, जैसे बोलते हैं, institute is always been told as a torch bearers. तो हम कभी किसी और के साथ कभी आगे जा सकते हैं when we also enlighten ourselves. So in the dearth of every day we keep thinking कि क्या हम कुछ addition value addition हमारे colleagues के जीवन में कर सकते हैं कि नहीं. तो विशाल सर ने बोला कि now तो वंदना audit season is bound to start, so let's think something on a closing of books of accounts and financials from our auditor's perspective. So the first question I will like to put up before you, Vishal sir, what is as an auditor important when it comes to financial statement? What should be the first thing I should be, going through? Over to you, Vishal sir.
Yeah, very, very good evening, friends. At the outset, I would thank the study group for acquaintances and fellowship, the SGAF, for giving me this opportunity, inviting me and giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts. In fact, this model of Chai Pe Charcha, or I would say an interactive Q&A session, is something which is really appreciated, because we can have a lot of dialogues and two-way communication, though it is a virtual mode, but still it gives us an opportunity to go for a two-way communication. So, friends, I would just say what Vandana, you just asked, that with respect to financial statements, friends, I would say that over the last at least, if not more, the 5 or 7 years, there is a lot of responsibility that we carry as auditors. The regulatory setup is catching up pretty fast. There are a lot of compliances, a lot of disclosure requirements. The accounting standards are being made mandatory. If I say with respect to the stakeholders, even for financial statements of proprietorships and partnerships and LLPs, I'm not talking about the large listed companies, where definitely there is a lot of scrutiny with respect to corporate governance and investors and the private equity investors and broking houses and all who go through the financial statements, the mutual fund analysts and all. But I have seen that in the recent past, like I said, in the last 5 to 7 years, there is a lot of responsibility that we carry, because many of our clients are going for fundraising, maybe through bank borrowings or maybe some other financial institution, and everybody is now going through the financial statements in quite a lot of detail. Even there is a lot of responsibility, I would say, on the lender's side, and that is what is making them more cautious, and I would say doing deep dive into the financial statements, the disclosures, and they are now also getting educated with what are the disclosure requirements of various accounting standards. They also compare the financial statements that we give with, from an entity to an entity. Industry experts are there. And therefore, I believe that we should not now look upon financial statements कि अरे यार ये तो proprietorship है, इतना छोटा turnover है, इसमें क्या फर्क पड़ेगा, and then we give a very casual approach. I'm not saying that we would be doing things which are absolutely wrong, but we give a casual approach by which errors and omissions creep in, and we never know 2-3 years down the line. And with the government giving into so much of data analytics and artificial intelligence, I remember, friends, 3 years back when I used to make presentations on ICDS, about what are the disclosure and how it is important. Because at that time, and maybe I've seen today also, that in many of the tax audit ICDS reporting, we say nil, not applicable, all those things. Not knowing that, government has a lot of information. And I had 3 years back said, friends, that I believe that in 10 years down the line, with the information that the government has, अगर हमारे जैसे 8-10 जो लोग वहां पे गवर्नमेंट के साथ बैठ गए, then with that information they have, we can actually prepare the financial statements of a businessman, giving 70-80% accuracy from the information that the government has. So I believe that those days are gone when we can have a casual approach. We carry a lot of responsibility. There are a lot of people who are looking into the financial statements, and we need to actually have proper systems in place, our own internal controls in place by which we are able to live up to that responsibility.
So, in and all, what I mean, see, we are absolutely bound by, and the laws are also becoming stringent. More and more responsibilities cast on the auditor, because the way you say, if for taking loan or getting loan or lending the loan, everybody is under. UDIN was the first thing why ICI took the step that the other party can understand it is coming from the right certified chartered accountant only. And one more thing, now there is a myth going on. Provisional balance sheet as such we cannot certify, right? Everybody is asking UDN generate करना है कि नहीं, and then projected तो वैसे भी नहीं है. Provisional word में भी आपको sign तो कर ही नहीं सकते हो basically. थोड़ा off the track कर रही हूँ क्योंकि ये हमेशा का pain point रहा है सब लोगों का. So there was certain time before there was discussion going on कि you can have that as per accounting standard. हमने ये verify किया है based on the documents available to us, and there is that way you can certify. You can directly not certify. It is an audited balance sheet. So now, अगर हम going forward, okay, what is the way we can satisfy our responsibilities, which is cast by the regulators on us?
Right. So I would at this point in time throw some caution with respect to what you mentioned about certifying the projections, forecast, certifying provisional balance sheet. Friends, मैं एक चीज बहुत clearly बोलना चाहता हूँ that our opinion paragraph in our report, be it a certificate, be it an audit report, be it whatever, is the most important section of our certification, right? And therefore, you see, the institute has a guidance note with respect to special purpose certificates since 2016. It's more than 5 years. When I make presentations and I ask people to raise hand that how many are aware that aisa guidance note hai, not even 10% of the audience actually are aware that aisa koi guidance note hai, right? So what we mention in the opinion paragraph is extremely important. If you look at it, the guidance note itself, I know we are talking of financial statement, but since you have touched upon this point, I would just like to highlight. The guidance note itself, it says that use of the words certify or use of words like true and correct, they are not appropriate, because that gives a complete level of assurance, which means कि engagement risk आपने zero कर दिया है. जो guidance note खुद बोलता है कि ये possible नहीं है कि आपका engagement risk zero हो जाए. So what are the words we use? They are of utmost importance. अगर हम लोग financial statements भी देखें तो उसका जो audit report format है as per SA 700, what we mention is that we say that we are giving a reasonable assurance and we say true and fair. So when we talk of certificates, how can I say true and correct? When many of the figures I'm actually bringing from the financial statements, जिसपे मैं true and fair बोल रहा हूँ, तो certificate में मैं true and correct कैसे लिख सकता हूँ? So I would request first to that be very very sure. मैं तो ऐसा ही बोलता हूँ सारे अपने friends को कि आपका जो audit report है normal, आप वो सर्टिफाई कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, फॉर्मेट ऐसे 700 के हिसाब से you have the standard templates where you change the name of the client or change the year and you certify that. So to that extent it is fine. The moment anything comes to your table to sign off which is not an audit report, just put it on the side for 10 minutes and give it a thought कि ये जो सर्टिफिकेट इसमें मैं जो साइन कर रहा हूँ उसका जो ओपिनियन पैराग्राफ है उसमें जो मैं लिख रहा हूँ, whether that is what I actually mean, and that is those are the procedures which I have carried out. Just give 10 minutes, go through the institute site, go through resources, go through the standards on audit, क्या है अलग अलग assurance engagement standard, assurance engagements है, review engagements है, so all those standards are there. Then pick up the right standard which applies to that signature of yours. Ensure that the opinion paragraph is as per the illustrative format given in that standard, and then only you sign off. So this would be my first request, friends, when I'm talking other than the financial statements. Now coming to the financial statements, I believe one thing which is very important is planning. आज आज वंदना बेन, जैसा आपको ये प्रोग्राम करना था, सिंस द लास्ट 3 days वी हैव बीन प्लानिंग, राइट, कि क्या टॉपिक रखे, कैसे करेंगे, क्या करेंगे, ऑल दोस थिंग्स. इफ आई नीड टू ट्रैवल फ्रॉम वडोदरा टू मुंबई, आई विल लुक कि भाई मेरे को क्या है, डू आई टेक अ फ्लाइट, डू आई गो बाय रोड, ट्रेन, आई प्लान एवरीथिंग. इवन व्हेन आई वांट टू गेट अप इन द मॉर्निंग, मेरे को मॉर्निंग वॉक के लिए जाना होता है तो भी मैं प्लान करता हूँ रात से कि ऐसे करना है. Now, how many of us can say, please put your hand on your heart and say कि जब ऑडिट स्टार्ट करते हैं तो हम लोग ऐसे प्लानिंग के साथ स्टार्ट करते हैं. See, audit planning is one of the most important thing when it comes to standards on audit also. When we do a proper audit planning, बहुत बार मैंने क्या देखा है that एक तो प्रेशर होता है हम लोग को कंप्लायंस कैलेंडर का कि लास्ट डेट होते हैं, क्लाइंट्स आते हैं, एंड दैट इज अ प्रॉब्लम विद ऑल ऑफ अस. लेट मी बी वेरी कैंडिड. सब इधर में अपने दोस्त लोग ही है, लेट अस बी वेरी कैंडिड अबाउट इट. The next thing what happens is कि हमारे टीम जो ऑडिट टीम है या आर्टिकल स्टूडेंट्स है जो भी है, दे आर वर्किंग एंड क्लाइंट का फोन आता है दैट सर द बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स अभी रेडी हो गया, आप टीम को भेज दीजिए ऑडिट के लिए. एंड देन वी लुक अराउंड कि अभी कौन फ्री है फॉर द नेक्स्ट वीक और सो, और उसको हम लोग बोलते हैं कि भाई जा तू अभी इसका फोन आ गया, नाउ यू गो एंड स्टार्ट द ऑडिट. आई हैव सीन इन अ लार्ज नंबर ऑफ केसेस दिस इज व्हाट इज द प्रैक्टिस बीइंग फॉलोड. अभी वो बंदा जो ऑडिट के लिए जाता है उसको क्लाइंट का बैकग्राउंड पता नहीं है, उसने कुछ स्टडी नहीं किया है, कितने दिन का प्लान है, मतलब वहां पे ऑडिट क्या करना है, उसको कुछ होता नहीं. हम लोग एक बार बोलते हैं स्टार्ट कर दे, तू वाउचिंग से स्टार्ट कर दे. these are some of the very basic which I also did during my early days and I've seen people doing that. My only request friends is that when we finally conclusion अपने को qualitative देना है, we should start with an audit plan. Something like where जिसको भी हम लोग भेज रहे हैं वो लास्ट ईयर की फाइल स्टडी करे. दैट इज द फर्स्ट. उसकी फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स, बैलेंस शीट, वी प्रिपेयर अ परमानेंट फाइल. वी ऑल हैव स्टडीड दिस, बट उसके बाद एक बार क्वालिफाई होने के बाद अब आई हार्डली फाइंड पीपल हैविंग परमानेंट फाइल्स, तो उसमें वेर यू हैव द बैकग्राउंड, कौन सा सिस्टम यूज करते हैं, कौन सी प्रोडक्ट्स है, कितने लोकेशंस है, वेर यू हैव आई वुड से अ मास्टर ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर क्लाइंट, उसकी लास्ट ईयर की फाइनेंशियल्स, टैक्स ऑडिट रिपोर्ट, computation, if there are any open matters in the last year, ये सारा एक बार पढ़ के then we should have a sheet by which the team who is going there, जो भी टीम जा रही है वो लिखे कि इस दिन को मैं ये काम करूंगा या करूंगी, and this are the number of days. Let us say something like a opening balance verification I'll do on this date, it will take this many days. Then I will do the cash vouching, this ये बंदे करेंगे, इतने दिन के लिए करेंगे, bank vouching. So see, that is what is an audit plan. And then you are able to justify कि चलो इतने दिन में ये audit complete करना है. And when you are signing off, and I would also suggest as a process that as partners, proprietors, that audit plan should be approved by us, and then the audit should start. See, I believe this is the first step in bringing about audit quality and audit efficiency, and I would request all my fellow friends over here that please look into this matter. It is something which is very, very important.
The next comes proper compliance कैसे adhere करेंगे? How will you tell us?
Yeah.
What are your
very,
plans?
very valid and interesting question, Vannaven. Friends, अभी compliances देखे तो I would say that we are under a mountain of compliances.
Correct.
And especially when we talk of the small and medium enterprises, friends, I very strongly believe the clients depend on us to guide them on the compliance, right? So I believe that with so much of compliance, at the same time, it's humanly impossible for us as chartered accountants to look into every aspect. So we definitely have to delegate work to our team, maybe audit team, compliance team, जो भी हम लोग नाम दे उसको. So it's very, very important that we prepare and we have even in our in-house checklists, right? So I would say that, let us say if it is a company that is being audited, that's a big challenge, क्योंकि कंपनी लॉ के अंदर, कंपनीज एक्ट के अंदर इतने सारे कंप्लायंसेस है, और वो सारे जो कंप्लायंसेस है, आई वुड से अनफॉर्चुनेटली क्या है, हर एक का थ्रेशोल्ड अलग अलग है. किसी का टर्नओवर कुछ है, किसी का बोरोइंग कुछ है, किसी का करंट ईयर आता है, किसी का as the maximum amount during the preceding year, and there are so many complexities that it becomes humanly impossible for us to keep a track कि भाई कारो लास्ट ईयर एप्लीकेबल नहीं था. तो मैंने काफी when I interact with friends and colleagues, I have seen कि वो लास्ट ईयर का ऑडिट रिपोर्ट कॉपी पेस्ट करते हैं, ईयर 2020 का फाइंड रिप्लेस करके 2021 करते हैं, और फिर टाइम मिलता है तो ओपिनियन पैराग्राफ में देख लेते हैं कि प्रॉफिट लॉस जो लिखा है वो सही लिखा है या नहीं लिखा है, एंड यूडिन जनरेट करके साइन करके हम लोग ऑडिट रिपोर्ट दे देते हैं. You know, I see, I'm not saying the practice is wrong. What I'm trying to say is that have we put the compliance checklist in place कि last year कारो नहीं था, इस बार कारो है, तो क्या वो मैंने मेरे ऑडिट रिपोर्ट में इंक्लूड किया है, नहीं किया है? What is our internal control about ensuring that our reporting is in line with the compliance requirement? So that is one. Second is with respect to the compliance on the client side. So when we do an audit, there are so many compliance. I say statutory audit और is one area. मतलब मैं ऑफिस में भी आर्टिकल्स को बोलता हूँ कि अगर आप स्टैट्यूटरी ऑडिट 1 साल करेंगे तो आपको आपके फाइनल का जो सिलेबस है ना 70-80% कवर हो जाएगा. Because you go through labor laws, you go through the Companies Act, you go through the indirect tax, you go through direct tax when you make provision for tax and deferred tax and all. आपको direct tax provision सब पता चल जाते हैं. And there are so many things that you learn. But at the same time, on the other side, there is a lot of responsibility that has been put on us when we have to go through these compliances. Therefore, my firm belief is that we must have a checklist in place by which client, or I'll tell you, Vandaman, in our office, we have such a checklist. It runs into 250 lines. मतलब हर एक code wise है. And in the first week itself, March end के बाद, we send that checklist to all our clients. We mail it to them. And we tell them कि आपको जो जो applicable है आप उसको highlight करके and उसके साथ का आप documentation, आप audit file folder जो भी है, soft copy है, hard copy है, you start preparing them in that order. So when our team goes, they follow that checklist के share capital है. Let us, I'm just putting an example. Share capital increase हुआ है तो उसके लिए क्या क्या documents चाहिए वो पूरा Excel file में that is embedded in there, and it becomes a very handy tool for the client also कि उसको ये करना है. तो if I look from our side, once the client keeps it ready, that brings about a lot of audit efficiency, right? क्योंकि हमारे पास सब ready होता है, we don't have to keep asking कि ये दीजिए वो दीजिए and all those stuff. Second thing is कि जब audit team audit place पे होती है तब because of this checklist they are able to complete 90% of the work at the audit place itself. So there is a very minimum of to and fro that happens after the audit gets complete. So I very strongly believe that when we talk of compliances, it is only the checklist which can help us out of this.
So what the best part I understood is that once you are planning stage per and your senior is also checking your audit programs and your checklist is so strong that you don't overlook certain things which you wanted to check, you know, because there is a cross check is available. So by default also the person cannot say I forgot to check, you know, then he has to answer if that was mentioned in the checklist and why it is not been verified. So you have a proper understanding. So I think in and all today's world, when the technology is at our help, why can't we have a standardized, at least base minimum this thing. So we will be having on probably on 26th audit checklist and MRL by Manish Sampat. So here what I'm asking you is that what are the how to comply with standard auditing and which are the standards applicable to me? मुझे कैसे पता चलेगा?
Yeah. So standard on audit. that is a question, you know, which I believe you know, standards on audit are mandatory for us.
अच्छा.
Friends, I you know, many times make this sentence that I have seen that see, standard on audit हमारे लिए mandatory है, clients के लिए mandatory नहीं है, and maybe is that the reason why we neglect it. Second is कि मैंने देखा है, सुना है, मे बी किया भी है, I would say to be very honest and candid, again like I said, सब friends ही है यहाँ पे, कि हम लोग रात को 12 बजे, 2 बजे, 3 बजे तक क्लाइंट के लिए काम करते हैं. मैंने आज तक एक भी हमारे प्रोफेशनल फ्रेंड को ऐसे मैंने कभी सुना नहीं है कि अरे विशाल आ जाना, मैं 1 घंटा ऑफिस में ज्यादा रुक रहा हूँ क्योंकि मेरे को डॉक्यूमेंटेशन कंप्लीट करना है. You know, so I believe that documentation standards on audit is something which can bring about a lot of audit efficiency and audit quality. We see, as small practitioners, I appreciate that we are strained, we don't have time, we have limited resources in terms of time, definitely in terms of people, and therefore many times we believe कि हम लोग ये अगर documentation भी करने जाएंगे standards on audit का, तो हम लोग audit से complete नहीं कर पाएंगे, and it would be a big burden for us. हमारे पास time नहीं है, people नहीं है. These are the things which we normally say. I am a very firm believer, and because that is what I have practiced, or I would say my whole team practices in our office, that some of the documentation requirement are very, very easy to implement. That is one. And like, I would say, हम लोग जैसे बोलते हैं that where there is a will, there is a way. अगर हम लोग start करें, तो definitely see, it has to be imbibed in our daily routine office culture. That is the first and foremost. The moment we say that audit documentation, that is something to be done over and above the audit, it will never happen. But the moment we say it is to be done part of the audit, then definitely it will happen. And I can assure you for to each of the participants that it will definitely improve the audit efficiency as well as the audit quality. Now let us take a couple of examples. Since Vandaben, you asked which are the standards, I would say like जैसे पहले मैंने बोला audit plan. If you prepare that whole audit plan, एक तो document हो जाता है कि आपने क्या क्या verify किया है, कितने दिन तक किया है, and maybe with the audit plan you also have an audit progress report. I'm saying what we follow in our office. I'll be very candid. हम लोग बोलते हैं that you practice what you preach. I would say the reverse, that I will preach what I'm practicing. So we have this audit progress report where जो article लोग जाते हैं वो daily वो भी fill up करते हैं कि आज मैंने क्या किया. So you have an audit plan and you have an audit progress report. Now this audit progress report is something which can be WhatsApp. We review at our level every 2-3 days against the plan. Please understand one thing, and I would say कि हम लोग ये सारा हम लोग के clients को हम लोग advise करते हैं कि आपको ये करना चाहिए, आपको ऐसे monitoring करना चाहिए, आपको ऐसे review करना चाहिए. And I say in lighter way, and I joke with a lot of our friends and colleagues that हम लोग क्लाइंट को जितना एडवाइस करते हैं ना ऑन दिस कंट्रोल्स एंड डॉक्यूमेंटेशन फ्रंट, अगर उसका 10% हम लोग अपने ऑफिस में भी इंप्लीमेंट कर दे, देन वी वुड बी इन अ वेरी डिफरेंट लेवल ऑल टुगेदर. So you have an audit plan, you have audit progress, you map, and so every 2 days or 3 days you are actually reviewing कि कितना काम हुआ है and whether the progress is as per the plan or not. Otherwise बहुत बार मैंने देखा है कि after 10 days 12 days sudden we realize कि अरे वो वहाँ पे ऑडिट चल रहा है, उसको फोन करके पूछते हैं कि कितना हुआ है, तो वो बोला अभी तो सर मेरा वाउचिंग ही कंप्लीट हुआ है. एंड देन वी गो ऑफ आवर ब्लॉक्स, वी से अरे इतना टाइम वाउचिंग के लिए कैसे लग सकता है. वो बोलता है सर वो अकाउंटेंट नहीं आया था, दिस दैट, एंड देन ऑल द एक्सक्यूजेस स्टार्ट. फाइनली टाइम तो चला गया है, एंड एज इट इज वी आर ऑलवेज रेसिंग अगेंस्ट टाइम. So this is something which I say like an audit plan and audit progress report, which you can say that see we have the standard on audit with respect to the audit planning. So this becomes a document as in compliance with that standard on audit. Another thing is materiality. Again क्या होता है कि small enterprises के लिए we ignore, I say even small practitioners, we have never followed materiality, right? We all know that there is a standard on audit on materiality which is SA 320, right? Now how does that help us? I'll give a very simple example. हम लोग क्या करते हैं, वाउचिंग के लिए बोल देते हैं कि भाई आप इतना वाउचिंग कर लो. Let us say we say that you do 20% of all the cash vouchers in each of the month. Now hypothetically let us say कि एक मंथ में कोई भी वाउचर कैटेगरी आप ले लीजिए या टोटल ले लीजिए, 200 वाउचर्स है, आपने 20% बोला, मतलब वो बंदा 40 का वाउचिंग करेगा, एंड विच ही वुड डू फॉर द फुल ईयर, मतलब पूरे साल का वो करेगा 480 वाउचर्स का वाउचिंग. Now you go into materiality, you decide a threshold, you have an Excel file by which you actually scientifically as per the standard on audit you determine the materiality. Materiality or triviality is 5,000 rupees for this particular client. Now that 5, so you tell your team कि 5,000 के नीचे वाले वाउचर को छोड़ दो, उसके ऊपर जो है उसका 20% करो. So now let us say that sample, right, जो आपने पहले 200 वाउचर का था, that gets reduced to 150 each month. तो उसका 20% आप करेंगे तो you come to 30 vouchers a month, which means 360 vouchers a year, which means 120 वाउचर आपकी टीम ने वाउचिंग कम किया है, which is legally allowed as per the standards on audit. It's just that you have to document that this is the materiality threshold that we have fixed for this client as per the way the standard on audit requires, and therefore I save time on that. So you see, these are small things. We are complying with the standard on audit. At the same time, we are improving the audit efficiency and the audit quality. So as I can say even one more thing, one more standard I would just take, Vandaben, is communication with those charged with governance. अभी हम लोग सोचते हैं यार इतना बड़ा नाम है, अभी इसको क्या करेंगे, वो स्टैंडर्ड का नाम ही इतना बड़ा है. But see, I look at it, let us look at a very ground level thing. It says, that chai pe charcha with your client.
Correct.
See, I say as a profession, where we are losing out is because we have not communicated with our client the value addition that we have done. Many times क्या होता है, clients के वहाँ पे accountants होते हैं, part time accountants होते हैं, and at our level, proprietor partner level, हम लोग को accountant के साथ discuss करके matter close करके financial statement sign off करते हैं. We do not interact with the owner, those charged with governance ultimately. क्योंकि फिर क्या होता है, जब फीस इंक्रीज और वो सब बात आती है तो वो ओनर को तो पता ही नहीं है हमने क्या किया है, what value addition we have done, they don't know. So they will ask the accountant तो अपना ही बोलेगा, and then we are always running from pillar to post to get the fees increase. So I believe this is a very small thing, a very basic thing, communication with those charged with governance. I would say आप client के साथ, which we also, आप client के साथ एक बार साल में मीटिंग करिए, maybe before closure, after closure of account, depending. Carry 3-4 points. Don't make a list of 15-20 points. 3-4-5 maximum. 5 point का list बनाइए. Send it in advance to the client कि ये सारा हम लोग discuss करेंगे. Discuss what are the accounting policies or general with respect to financial statement. अगर आपने ratio analysis, analytical review पूरा किया है तो उसको आप benchmarking करिए कि ऐसा ऐसा है. These are the areas you can improve upon. Try to bring value addition. Discuss with them about what is the future. See, let us say, I'll say private limited companies, or I would say all companies under the Companies Act, we have the audit trail, right? We are all breaking our heads about our report, but how many of us have actually educated our client कि audit trail क्या है और उसको क्या problem आ सकती है if they don't maintain the books of account on a daily basis or on a regular basis. If they just go ऐसे ही कोई भी entry में जाके cash negative हो गया, date change कर देते, कुछ भी करते हैं. Now all these will come part of the audit trails. How many of us have actually discussed with our client? See, these are small things. Ultimately, you are complying with the standards on audit, but when you look under, so I am a very firm believer that if we comply with some of these standards on audit, we do a compliance with the standards on audit, as well as we bring about a lot of audit quality, audit efficiency, and also our own branding and branding for the profession.
So now let's go with certain examples. What are the moot points I should be taking care while observing the finalization? The way you said, we generally have time with the client's accountant. तो बहुत सारी चीजें हमारे लेवल पे ही फाइनल होती है before we start the commence the audit. So what are the your personal points which in your day-to-day experience you will share with us?
See, some of the points when I talk of the financial statements, one point which I feel we must all take care. I'm not saying that we are not taking care of, but I'm just highlighting. We must take care of are the cutoff procedures. They are extremely important, and many times we believe कि ये अभी क्या हो गया with GST, वो e-way bill में वो e-way bill generate हो गया तो revenue book कर देते हैं. We don't even look at the Incoterms कि ये Incoterms, see, and ऐसा नहीं है Incoterms सिर्फ exports में ही आता है. Even in case of domestic supplies or sales also, Incoterms are there, right? So we don't look into that with respect to purchase, with respect to sales. So I believe cutoff procedures is something which is extremely important for each one of us, and therefore on the sales side, we must do 100% vouching with the contractual terms and everything on the sales side, and 100% vouching on the purchase side of the month of April. Because if there is a goods in transit where risk and rewards have been transferred to our client as a buyer, उसके गोडाउन में या फैक्ट्री में अप्रैल में मटेरियल आया होगा, बट एज पर द Incoterms अगर उसका मटेरियल रिस्क एंड रिवॉर्ड मार्च के पहले 31 मार्च के पहले ट्रांसफर हो गया है, then from an accounting perspective, from an auditor's perspective, we have to book a purchase and we have to book a goods in transit raw material, right? It would not have any impact on profit, but ultimately we are saying true and fair on the financial statements. So on the purchase side, we have to look at as events occurring after balance sheet date. आप कोई भी जैसे भी बोलना है, but April का आपको देखना चाहिए, और sales का at least for the last 15 days जो भी sales recognize हुए हैं उसका आपको अगर export है या कुछ भी है तो bill of lading date या कुछ भी check करके, that is one thing which you need to do. Second is, when we are doing audit, we should always examine in detail the exceptional ledgers or exceptional transactions. Now, what do I mean by that? So wherever trade receivables का group है, वहां पे credit balances अगर है, तो उसका scrutiny होना चाहिए. Similarly, trade payables normally, as per the logic, all should be credit balances, but there if they are debit balances, तो उसका डिटेल में स्क्रूटिनी होना चाहिए. Advances है उसका होना चाहिए. Even in trade payables and receivables, friends, I would say one more thing कि जहाँ पे bill by bill payment नहीं हो रहा है, those accounts we must do a scrutiny, and if you ask me, I would go a step ahead कि उसका balance confirmation we must seek from the other party. Because I have seen that a lot of frauds happen when, agar, see, this is the teaming and lading, and there are all these languages that are used on that. But ultimately, I have found one thing common in most of these things is कि जो पेमेंट होता है और पोस्टिंग होता है वो बिल टू बिल नहीं होता है, बहुत बार ऑन अकाउंट होता है या the figures don't match with the actual invoices and all. So that is another area which we must do as part of the financial statements audit. Last but not the least is the contingent liability, because that is typically, I would say, which does not impact. And I would look at it that, we must do a detailed scrutiny of legal and professional charges. Maybe हमारी team भी audit कर लेती है, but these are the some of the areas where we must raise questions to our team or maybe involve ourselves also. Because many times I have seen कि उन्होंने कुछ स्टैम्प पेपर परचेज किए हैं या कोई लीगल एडवाइजर को या एडवोकेट को पेमेंट दिया है. अभी वो सब पता इसलिए चलता है कि ऑल दीज अदर प्रोफेशनल्स दे ऑलवेज चार्ज एडवांस विच वी डोंट डू. तो वो एडवांस जाता है तो अपने को पता चल जाता है कि ये कुछ इधर में चल रहा है, लेबर रिलेटेड होता है या कुछ भी होता है. सो वंस यू डू अ डिटेल स्क्रूटिनी कि ये स्टैम्प पेपर किसके लिए परचेज किया है, एंड ये एडवोकेट को या कोई लॉयर को फीस दी है तो किसके लिए दी है, you will come to know a lot of things maybe which you are not otherwise handling in your office. I believe that direct tax, indirect tax is something which we are handling, but rest of the things you would always go and so this is another area. And one more area is when we talk of company audits, I have seen, and I would request all our friends, please do not compromise on the company law related documents. That should be part of your IDR, initial document requirements. The minutes book, the forms that have been filed, the general minutes, जो भी है company law related, do not keep it at the end. समझिए वो बोलते हैं या जो भी करता है मिनट्स का कि भाई इस साल कोई ट्रांजैक्शन नहीं है, हम लोग बाद में देंगे. यू से नो, फाइनेंशियल ईयर 2021 इज ओवर. तो उस साल की जो भी 4 बोर्ड मीटिंग्स हुई है, AGM हुआ है, उसकी we want the minutes must be prepared before we start the audit. You never know, there might be some resolutions given at some place which after signing या बाद में अगर पता चलता है तो you might be wanting कि अभी क्या करें, we have already closed the books. So this is another area that you must prepare, just like a checklist. You should have an IDR, an initial document requirement list, which you should send to the client. So these are some of the areas which I can immediately say are the gray areas which we must focus on while finalizing.
That reminds me, see, if there are sometimes what happens, you are only the auditor and you are also filing the income tax return. So recently that ICI has asked us, okay, you can't give, when you are an auditor, you cannot do consultancy with that company, but you can file the corporate return, tax returns you can file, because there you are not doing any consultancy per se, because it is the facts which you will be just submitting to the department. So you will be more in a win-win situation if you are also filing the IT return. Why? Because some of the returns item you see now, they are also asking any order received during the year, assessment order came during the year, or anything which is pending, GST ka bolo ya income tax ka bolo, that all information IT department is asking. So in an principle we can take one of our checklists, that has been actually accounted for or not, or the way you said के जैसे ही स्टैम्प पेपर गया या एडवांस गया तो ऑलरेडी अपील फाइल हो चुकी है, तो व्हाट इज द स्टेटस ऑफ अपील, इज देयर, इट विल चांसेस आर इन आवर फेवर और नॉट, तो कंटिंजेंट में एक नोट चली जाए. So all that, you have to infer from the certain things which is available over the records, which you can think on while doing that. So these are the main points. हमने while doing finalization देख लिया, मतलब प्रोविजन किया है कि नहीं, ये सब किया है. तो अभी हमारी एक्चुअल ऑडिट की क्वालिटी और एफिशिएंसी बढ़ाने के लिए कोई और टिप्स आप देना चाहेंगे?
Like I said, that if we follow the standards on audit, that is one thing. We must have proper systems and processes. All the checklists and everything should be now. See, checklist ka dusra advantage we that let us say the audit team has gone. Now when I am there, so one is that we must have the review mechanism in place. I know everybody has, but I am saying in respect of this document. Now I'll give a very simple example. Since we are on audit efficiency, एक अपने बोलते हैं ना, very innocent thing is about closing the audit files. If we pick up audit files, we would find 3 or 4 trial balances. हमारे पास 2-3 data backups भी मिलेंगे. And the worst part would be none of this would be matching with the signed financials. Now, see, like I'm saying a very innocent thing. क्या है इसमें? That non-corporate है तो समझिए उनका depreciation है. Many times what happens is remuneration to partners है, share of profits to partner. ये सब last में entries होती है, which we put in the Excel and it gets linked and balance sheet and इतना pressure होता है, सब कुछ sign off होकर file कर देते हैं. And then we go for Navratri, Diwali, all those things. मैं गुजरात से हूँ इसलिए I would put Navratri also in place. And then we forget it. Then we are into the scrutiny and all those things. अभी next year आता है. Now next year, if you look the audit program, the audit plan format that I have put up on my website, it starts with first thing is opening balance verification. अभी opening balance verification जब करते हैं तब देखते हैं कि अरे यार last year का जो signed है और ये जो है मिलता नहीं है. And then people, our team breaks their head for almost 1 day or 2 days कि opening balance का पहले तो कहाँ पे difference है, वो debit credit zero होता है या नहीं होता है, फिर identify करते हैं कि ये कौन सी entries हो सकती है. And the worst part would be that if the last year's audit team people are not continuing for this year for the same client, तब तो it's suicidal. Let me be very candid. Again I say कि आज ये चाय पे चर्चा है तो we can have such discussions. And you can imagine 2 days for opening balance verification. Who is paying for that?
Vishal, sorry to say, अगर tally use करते हैं ना, तो we have a tips and tricks कि immediately I can check it out within 2 minutes कि difference है कि नहीं.
No, I appreciate.
और कहाँ पर है? I understand.
No, but see, you have to compare.
पास ही नहीं किए तो मालूम कैसे पड़ेगा?
I appreciate. That is what I'm saying. Then you have to actually tag. You have to actually tag the closing entries जो भी Excel में डाली है, and then so I am saying 2 days. Who is going to pay for that? Let me be very honest. Now a very simple thing. आज मेरा balance sheet close होता है. I would suggest, let us say hypothetically we continue with the normal dates. 30th September we close. We have signed off everything. October के first 15 days we don't do any services. We just do Diwali housekeeping in our office and our audit files.
That's the best.
अपने ऑडिट टीम को बोलते हैं कि भाई तू वो क्लाइंट के प्लेस पे जा, क्योंकि उसने अप्रैल ऑनवर्ड्स एंट्रीज चालू कर दी है 21-22 की. सो वी डोंट वांट टू सेंड अ रिवाइज बैकअप टू देम एंड देन अगेन वी आर इन अ सूप. वी सेंड आवर ऑडिट टीम कि भाई अभी ये जो भी है ना तू एंट्रीज अभी डाल दे, वो 2 घंटे में खत्म हो जाएगा. जो नेक्स्ट ईयर मे बी वी माइट बी स्पेंडिंग और वेस्टिंग 2 days on this. So these are small things which I believe that if we put into practice, a lot of audit quality, audit efficiency would automatically creep in. And once you have that, you will find a lot of spare time by which you can focus on some areas, and I would say at our level even look for some new areas to develop.
There is one question from Archana madam. There is an assumption by client that audit is cost for them. Recently, removal of GST audit was sort of celebration by business fraternity as a reduction in cost. So, Vishal sir, how to change this mindset? Request to suggest.
Very, very apt question, Archana. I would say, see, when this threshold limit of tax audit was increased to 10 crore, right? Many of us, I would say almost all of us would have lost clients. Even we have lost. Let's be very candid.
Yes.
But we still had 10% of such clients who approached that, no, Vishal, we still want to continue with the audits because we believe that there is a lot of value addition that you and your team are doing for us. I am an owner, let us say, मैं डॉक्टर हूँ, बिजनेसमैन हूँ, ट्रेडर हूँ, जो भी हूँ, मेरा काम क्या है? बिजनेस ग्रोथ करना. मेरा ऑडिट फाइनेंस अकाउंट्स, that is not my forte. And because like I said, so वो लंबा नाम वाला याद है ना सबको? Those charged with governance.
हाँ, those chartered accountants.
interaction with them. So ma'am, what I would suggest is one thing where we as professionals need to do is we have to showcase what we are doing for them.
Correct. Very important.
हम लोग क्या है, अगेन इन लाइटर वेट, हम लोग को सीए की एग्जाम दे दे के राइट इन ब्रीफ, सो यू नो वी एक्चुअली डोंट नो हाउ टू blow ourselves up, to be very honest. Now once we start developing that, I am not saying कि हम लोग जाके बड़ा Zoom meeting करें या ऐसा कुछ, अपने एक एक client को लेके we whatever value addition we are doing, we just need to spend half an hour, 1 hour with them. It doesn't cost us much, but the confidence that the client gets for the services that you are delivering, I assure you, see मैंने भी बोला 10-15% है who have, in spite of the tax audit legally not required, they want us to continue. We said that sir, फिर भी ध्यान रखिए और ड्यू डेट आपका अभी जुलाई हो जाएगा, बिकॉज टैक्स ऑडिट लीगली आप बोलते हैं whatever you want to do, you do, but we want that you have to do the audit and we will continue with our annual meetings that you are doing every. So the whole, I believe one of the problems, there can be n number of solutions, but one of the solution is that we have to showcase the value addition that we are, and we are doing. I can guarantee that each one of us is sweating ourselves out in doing the value addition for the client, but it's just that we are not able to showcase. Another thing is the proactiveness that we must show. मैंने जैसे बोला कि कुछ भी नया provision आता है, how many of us actually go out, reach out to our clients and tell them this is something, or maybe anticipating something. See, e-way bill, I believe the threshold limit is now what, 50 crores? It has come down to 50 crores. E-way bill kya, sorry, e-invoicing.
E-invoice.
50 crore है, e-invoice 50 crore है.
Yeah, 50
100 में
crores.
से 50
Now, how many of us believe that in the next 2 years ये 5 करोड़ पे आ जाएगा?
अगले 6 महीने में सर
आ जाएगा ना. तो उसके लिए मैडम हमने क्लाइंट के साथ क्या किया? Have we told them, like Vanda Ben is a champion, I would not encourage into her expertise, but have we told them कि सर आपका टैली में अकाउंटिंग हो रहा है तो आपका जो कस्टमर मास्टर्स है उसको प्रॉपर करे, आपका प्रोडक्ट मास्टर है, प्राइस मास्टर है, उसको हम लोग प्रॉपर करके रखे. We also test that, you know, it will go in sync with the government software of e-invoicing. See, no businessman wants any interruption or any disruption. आज अगर you imagine a situation, government आके बोल देती है कि भाई चलो अभी 1 सितंबर से या 1 जनवरी से ये 5 करोड़ हो गया. How do we cope up with our clients? So here what happens, the moment we tell our clients कि सर ये आना है, हम लोग आपके लिए कर देते हैं, let us be ready for this. So once it comes there, it would be a seamless for you and you would not face any disruptions. That is our guarantee. We invest in people, we invest in time, and we ensure that our clients, they will never leave you. Whatever fees you will ask, because this is a problem I've seen कि हम लोग वो fees बढ़ाते हैं, clients, you know, they retaliate, ये वो, these are the common things. But I say that what have we done to justify that increase in fees? I believe, let's look on the other side also, and I can assure you, see, there would always be people who would be leaving us. I don't deny that. Those who don't want our services or those who consider as a cost. But I say that, you know, if the glass is half full, half empty wala hai, there is the other side also who do not consider as a cost. It's just that we need to tap them and ensure that we are able to highlight our value addition to them.
Noted, sir. Noted. Thank you, sir.
So the best part is that I think this was indeed a great chai pe charcha ke what are the take homes, what I will be understanding. Vishal sir, you want to add on something because we have already crossed 1 hour. 7:30.
No,
4 minutes apni paase.
No, I'll just say another thing is that, you know, there are a lot of things that technically also we miss out, small aspects, but as professionals, I would like to just मैंने cut off procedures बोला. एक और है between current liabilities and provisions. You know, हम लोग जो भी लेजर में provision word आते हैं वो provision में डाल देते हैं, grouping जब करते हैं.
Provision पे DDS काटना होता है क्या? Going on, वो लोग बड़ी कॉर्पोरेट की क्या करती है, प्रोविजन पे डीडीएस नहीं, उसको फिर हम तो 1 अप्रैल को रिवर्स करते, बिल तो बुक किया ही नहीं है, और फिर हमारा इनकम टैक्स असेसमेंट के टाइम पे वो एक्सपेंस आउट तो किया ही था.
Yeah. So madam, many of the corporates which use SAP and all, उसका GRIR या SRIR automatic book हो जाता है. And what they do is that one year, for the purpose of simplicity, they take the hit, they do the disallowance. and then that cycle continues every year.
Continues, acha, हाँ.
Right. So what I was talking about is now, see, this is a small thing between liability and provision. So provision for audit fees हम लोग classify करते हैं provision में, provision for bonus provision में डालते हैं. But technically it is a current liability. It is not a provision if you go as to the AS29. Right. These are small things which we need to keep it in mind on the technical side. So I would just suggest one thing, that a lot of these checklists, the materiality Excel tool, the compliance checklist के आप turnover वगैरह सब डालिए तो कौन से applicable होंगे नहीं होंगे. A lot of things which we use in our office, I have put up on my website vishaldoshi.in, which is freely downloadable and freely usable by all the members. The whole purpose is that we need to improve on our audit quality and we need to improve on our audit efficiency. There is a lot of these knowledge sharing also which I do on WhatsApp. So in case you want to subscribe to it, again, all that is available on my website. You can just save that number and drop in a hi, because I do a lot of broadcasts of these messages. So cash flow statement is another thing where I can assure 95% of the cases it is incorrect. वो लास्ट में बनता है, कभी तो फाइनलाइजेशन बोर्ड मीटिंग सब हो जाती है, बाद में कैश फ्लो बनता है. आई कैन सी अर्चना बिन लाफिंग. अभी वो कैश फ्लो का भी एक मैडम, देयर इज अ होल चेकलिस्ट के साथ टूल एक्सेल यूटिलिटी विच इज देयर ऑन माय वेबसाइट. इफ यू फील सो यू कैन डाउनलोड दैट, अटैच इट विद ऑल योर के यहाँ पे क्या क्या आना चाहिए. लाइक अ मूवमेंट इन ट्रेड रिसीवेबल्स इज नॉट जस्ट अ डिफरेंस बिटवीन लास्ट ईयर फिगर्स एंड करंट फिगर्स. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ एडजस्टमेंट्स आल्सो टेक्निकली व्हिच आर रिक्वायर्ड. सो इफ यू वांट टू बी टेक्निकली करेक्ट, I would request, please use these tools. It would make your life easier, and a lot of checks and balances would get inbuilt into your audit process, by which at the end of the day, I believe all of us would be satisfied with the audit, our audit quality and the audit output. And with that, I believe that as an institute, because I am a strong believer that institute is nothing but a congregation of 3 lakh members. So if all of us grow, all of us do the thing in the right way, the institute will definitely grow. That is all from my side.
Vandana ma'am, I have a small query if you allow me to ask.
Yes.
Vishal sir, we were talking about, the certification part. Now there is one disconnect which I'm just placing it to you, possibly discussed or may not be discussed. What is happening is GST says that you need to maintain all the records. So irrespective of the fact, whatever your turnover is there, you need to maintain all the stock records, payment vouchers, receipt vouchers and everything. And you cut to Income Tax Act and it says 44AD, no records maintained, you just give 8% profit and you close the chapter. Now, if I'm doing a GST audit, right now the limit is 5 crores. There was a time when there was 2 crores. Now, my problem is 44AD people who are filing the returns with right now, they actually go and certify that no books of accounts maintain 8% profit, right? And when they go to GST return, then they say, all books of accounts maintained and all records. So ये जो धर्म संकट है ये कैसे जाएगा?
मेरे हिसाब से तो like I would go that see I am a very conservative man. I'll be very honest. So जो worst case scenario होता है ना, that is what I follow. So if books of account under GST are to be maintained, they are to be maintained. Just because वो 8% में मेरा income tax save होता है, I would not say that I go into that 8% and do it. Let us say worst case scenario, अगर client insists कि नहीं मेरे को इतना income tax नहीं भरना है, there are all possibilities that happen. I should take in writing from the client that I am maintaining books of account under GST, but under this provision, I want you to do the audit. So आपका engagement letter जो है वो बहुत clearly बोलना चाहिए कि आपको आपके client को जो sign करके आपको देते हैं कि this is all that is required to be done, so that tomorrow if anything comes, you would say that you had already told the client and the client was aware of it and he has still wanted you to do this thing. This is what I would suggest, and therefore coming to that, please prepare engagement letters for everything that is there.
Yes sir.
Audit के लिए तो करना ही है, but in addition to that, अगर आप non-audit services के लिए भी करें, तो mind well, it is very, very, very good. I'll not, because we have already crossed the time, but even ITR and all, we must take a lot of confirmations now from the client and not anything on telephone. Everything should be on email. कि आप draft computation भी भेजिए, उसके पास वो computation का writing में या email में confirmation लीजिए and then only upload the return.
Exactly.
So
Agree, sir.
IP address is tracked while filing the IT returns. GST returns also IP address is now tracked. So it is ideally advisable that each of you first send a draft to the client and get the approval. And that reminds me on 17th, because today 14th August first प्रेरणा इंस्टेड तो 17 अगस्त को हम फाइलिंग ऑफ इनकम टैक्स रिटर्न AY 2021 ले रहे हैं. प्रेरणा पेशोरी is coming from Pune to share live demonstrations on that. It will be at 5 o'clock. Okay, तो थोड़ा सा आगे पीछे हुआ. एंड विशाल सर
आपको ये
अच्छा लगा मुझे विशाल सर.
एंगेजमेंट लेटर, मैनेजमेंट रिप्रेजेंटेशन लेटर, ऑडिट प्लान, ऑडिट प्रोग्राम, ऑडिट प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्ट, all these templates you will find on my website. And I would request members, please use that.
ચેટ બોક્સમાં નાખો છો ટાઈપ કરીને.
I'll do that.
So રેકોર્ડમાં રહે લોકો પાસે.
No, it's very simple. If you just need to remember my name.
vishaldoshi.in.
Yeah. So the whole purpose of putting up on website Vandaben is that it should be used by our fraternity. Because I believe, like all of us, like you are also, the more knowledge we share, the more all of us grow. It's as simple as that.
Ultimately, we want to grow our profession, and બધાએ shoulder to shoulder મળાવીને જ જવાનું છે સાથે. That's very important.
True.
So now the pleasant task, Daman bhai, you will take up. You will indeed agree that Vishal sir has given us good insight, and now over to you for formal vote of thanks.
Correct, Vrinda madam. First of all, today the previous day of the Independence Day. So I wish all of you a happy Independence Day, because tomorrow we will not be meeting. So, right? So today we all of you agree that the Vishal sir has given very એકદમ બોલે ને કે ચોખ્ખી ભાષામાં ચોખ્ખા શબ્દોમાં આપણે સમજાવ્યું છે, બીકોઝ આપણે બધા મોટા ભાગના ગુજરાતી છે એટલે જસ્ટ આઈ ટેક્સ પ્રિવિલેજ. So whatever the language he used and what a conversation we did, you have done with him, right? So we learned everything very precisely कि ये करना ये नहीं करना, इतना बताना, स्टैंडर्ड में क्या है, उधर क्या है, और आउट ऑफ द वे what actually he has the knowledge, he has also shared with us. So I really, we on behalf of SGF and all the participants have a heartily vote of thanks to Vishal Doshi, and also Sri Vanna madam, you have also given good inputs with the moderation with questions raised to have a knowledge. Thank you everyone, and have a join the hands to all the speakers and all the participants. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye for
Thank
now.
you everybody.
See you on
Wishing
17th.
everybody a very happy Independence Day.
I wish you all the help. એટલે કે આપણને ઇન્ડિપેન્ડન્સ ખરેખર ક્યારે હોય છે, વિચારોના આદાન પ્રદાન. I mean, whenever you will be able to speak out the truth, that is what is independence is all about. Everybody has independence interpretation.
Correct. That's why I come to know this.
So tomorrow BKC we are meeting at 8:30. Daman bhai આવવાનું હોય તો આવી જાઓ.
Okay. It's just,
Thank you.
have a, thank you. Have a
Sir.
good night.
Good night.